best tattoos and best fingers. He have iron fingers. It's just amazing what he's capable to do. If somebody will go for the move like Dion, he can do it.
Well, let's see what he does here. His first attempt as he pulls on. The clock's ticking away. Starts low. Those yellow lines, they indicate a different limb, so one on each of those red holds. Crosses through. Nice and simple so far. Committing a lot of pressure to that right hand. And he's looking for that left jib, but it's awkward. You can't see it.
Looks like, opa, he found it. And, okay, so this slip, I think it's what Dion was maybe hesitating about and not bringing the foot up. It's not so simple because it's really no texture at all. It's completely smooth like glass, and you can easily slip away. You need to keep a really high tension. But again, similar to the first Korean climber, Dion Lee, they have a great ability of learning through those 4 minutes. It doesn't sound like a lot of time, but for them, the body is understanding from move to move what to do. I think he will be okay.
Yeah, that ability to learn really does set the elite apart. Do try it if you're at home. Go to the gym, put a timer on and see how difficult it is to send a boulder at your limit. It's tough. Right, this is the heel move that he popped on before.
And
locks it in again.
Way higher.
He almost kind of trapped his hand underneath there that time. Right, so he's going to chalk up. Double chalk bags. Oh, I see. That's the container for the liquid chalk. I'm with you.
Yeah, so liquid chalk, a lot of athletes use it. It's a kind of a mix of just normal chalk with some alcohol or all these kinds of substances to get the chalk better on the hands. I wonder, because most of the athletes think that it's better to have a bit wet or moist hands to control the dual texture hold, but I guess this is not the problem here. The problem here is the big discs, the UFO holds.
Yeah, and it's as you said, it's a big hold because it's a side pull. It's not like, you know, friction is that important because you've got a lot of hand on there.
No, not in this position. Let's see what he's doing. He's really taking his time, although he's not falling very high up.
Yeah, minute 20 on the clock now.
Yeah, I really hope for him to at least attempt one attempt to the top. Look at
he wants it,
his home crowd. I think he's really excited to climb here and to be in finals.
Yeah, he is loving it. He lives outside of Seoul, but struggling with that first move. Yeah, he lives outside about an hour away, and he's moved into the city, staying with the team in a hotel. So I think he's just enjoyed soaking up all the atmosphere.
Oh, this guy is enjoying most of the time. He's a party animal, besides being a climbing animal. So
I have heard this.
It's good.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes. I think, ooh la la.
Maybe getting a bit tired at this point.
But that's really interesting because he chalked up a lot and put liquid and that, and now we have struggles to control the first dual texture hold. You
Very
know,
good point, yes.
Well, one of the reasons that it's happening.
Yeah, you can see it, just not pulling on that left arm enough to bring the right foot into play. You can see that left hand slipping away, and he doesn't like it, and he's going to say goodbye. But a zone might be important at this stage, just to get that.
I'm kind of I'm surprised the first move again, but this is something we see happens in competitions a lot, because on the first attempt you are the most fresh with your body. You come up, you are super psyched to give the first
in the community. His family own a couple of gyms. It's weird, actually. I walked into one of his gyms and there's just a giant picture of his face as you walk in.
Yeah, those shrines, climber shrines.
Yes. All right, Jeongwon underway.
Starts. They do it a bit different, each one, you see.
Yeah.
Crossing the foot. Let's see if he will go down enough to get the zone on the first attempt.
Powering on that right shoulder, he locks it off. Oh, just saving it like that. That takes a lot of energy as well.
Yes, and also the zone hold is really, really bad hold. It's not something you trust on to just go for and yeah, I will hold it. You have to come there really, really controlled. what we saw with Chon is that his chest was really, really close to the wall, but his waist were too far from the wall. He have to go down a bit and take his waist in to the direction of the left foot. For sure, he will do it now. It's amazing. He's competing for so many years and being on the top for so many years.
Yes, he is. And he's bringing Do-Hyun Lee in. I remember last year him teaching Do-Hyun his chalking up routine, because he's got a whole thing he does backstage to get his skin ready.
Well, I'm not sure how old is Do-Hyun. Is he maybe the youngest one?
Yeah,
on this
Do-Hyun's
final?
21. Chon is 26. 88, yes.
8.
Which I can't believe that's considered a bit old now. I feel ancient.
Just for an athlete, okay?
Yes.
To me, he's a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at them. They are so excited to have him on the stage. He's a legend in this country and I think all around the world. Really talented climber. I really wish he will go through.
And me too. His personality's come on the last couple of years as well. He used to be quite quiet, not anymore. He's kind of got a bit of a knee scrub in here.
Yeah.
And then this push movement out.
The left foot is a bit too much to the left in the hold. You have to go a little bit more to the center to sit on it properly, but he is taking his time. It's more than 2.5 minutes, only 2 attempts. I wonder, but I also think that the start is very, very hard, very powerful, so they have to take their time and rest properly.
Yeah, that snap hold you can see with the yellow line to it is no text, and it's in no way a ledge they're standing on. You know,
No,
it's,
that's,
yeah, very slopey.
when I saw it up close, I thought, this is a very bad foot. This is a very bad foot.
I thought the same thing. I thought that is a tough start there.
So all of us are waiting for Chon at least going for the zone, but if I know him well enough, if he will get the zone, I think a top is really in the range of possibility. I really want to see the crowd getting excited from him, from his top.
And a bit of trivia about Jeongwon. He represents Seoul. So in terms of the cities, they're supported by various areas of the city. So for him, this is literally his home World Cup. And he's off to do national service soon. And that would be one of the reasons. And apparently he's going to shave his head for the first time, which he's excited by. Just a little bit of hair knowledge for you.
But he has such a beautiful hair.
Just tell the army.
Oh.
Right, when he says goodbye.
You saw his way. This is a lot of athletes use it when we have.
Now this is his anti-style. He's not the biggest fan of a slab, so he's going to be up against it.
So I will tell you what. If it was a walking up slab when you don't really use hands and it's all about your feet, maybe I would say, yeah, it's a low chance.
But he's
for
got
him.
strong fingers, is what you're going to say. Yeah.
Crazy strong, still fingers, and there is some grabbing on this boulder. So let's see what he's capable of.
Yeah, might play to his strengths after all. He's big bob with the left. Now that left foot he's standing on, it's kind of underneath the hold as well. There's a bit of no text there, and that's easy to pop like that.
Yeah, and it's a bit sticking out. Really, a coin size.
Yes.
And yeah, it's a lot of pressure on really small hold. If we will get maybe later, if we will get a zoom in on one of these holds, we will see that most of the jib is dual textured, and only a specific point on the jib is textured. This kind of remind a little bit of outdoor pebbles that you use.
Yeah. Polished limestone and things like that.
Polished limestone, exactly.
But he's going to have to ignore the pain in his fingers here and really crank hard. He's got his head down as he spots that foot, wiggles in the rubber, and then gets stood up. Now this is where the foot went before, and he's still struggling with it. The hand pops this time instead of the foot. And a bit of frustration for the first time here. We do see his emotions always, and he's stretching out that left leg as well.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, the foot position is really hard. Also, the hand position is really hard. That's a brutal boulder. I told you that when we saw it on the mat, I was looking, I was like, oh.
We basically have to ignore Do-Hyun whenever he comes on and shows us a boulder at the moment. It's like, whatever, you get through it. We'll see what's actually going on later.
No, but I loved how the chief setter explained to us move by move, and he made it look like, yeah, clear, you do that,
Yeah.
you did that.
Yeah, the setters do go through these boulders with us, and I want to point this out because they do get a bit of stick if the athletes don't do exactly what we're saying. We get told because we have to understand the boulder view at home, but the athletes are free to do whatever they want, and the creativity is what's great about our sport. So just because they do it differently from how the setter says doesn't mean they've done a bad job at all.
No, and also, of course, as we said, there is the measurements of the body that are changing and different methods.
That's better from him.
Way better. Still fingers. Let's go.
Could be the zone who
Super
needs
nice.
one after missing it on 2.
Yes, super, super.
Oh, the crowd pick up the intensity now. Struggling though, hopping that foot up.
No, it didn't look so good, to be honest. He had to be more shift his weight more to the left, to be more dependent on the left hand than the right hand, so the right side can be a little bit released to bring the foot up. He did a good job taking the zone. I think the zone is pretty important on this boulder, but I believe that we're gonna see a top. That's a beautiful slab because, and why I'm saying it, because it's also very powerful. And it's interesting to create a slab that demands a perfect footwork, combined with super hard finger positions and a lot of power coming from your hands.
Makes you wonder how small the holds can physically go on these things, because it's the only way to kind of make it hard on a slab. And he's done as well. But that zone is super important because he'll be in the range of Dayan near the podium now.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. I still want to see him top a boulder. It's okay not being on the podium, but I can tell you that, we say, the athletes say behind the stage we have an argument. Which position is the worst position to finish the final?
Okay.
So there are the athletes that say, okay, 6th position, finishing last, it's the most terrible. And other athletes saying, no, 4th position is the most terrible one.
Because you come close. Yes, I know some coaches don't like it because in recent comps we've seen kind of a coach cam come in for various coaches.
Yeah. So from my personal experience, it's a bit uncomfortable because you are stressed, you are trying to pay attention to everything. And a lot of coaches, we feel we are not the right people to take videos of.
Yes.
The athletes are on the stage, go for them.
But now you're on the other foot, you want to see it. See, this is where the power of media. And I'm being told, by the way, Dayan is not on the registration for lead, so he might be done. John, this is big for him.
Okay, he understands the poem.
Yeah.
Come on. Handle the release. Come on, Dayan. John, I'm super excited.
Me too, come on. He hasn't got the mantle anymore, though. He's just going to try to fire up.
I wonder if it's possible.
Oh, it nearly was. Wow.
Oh, that was so close.
Oh, he's holding his elbow. Now, look, I want to ask about route reading, because the fact that Do-hyeon didn't see the mantle, but everyone else has. Do you think Do-hyeon just kind of forgot it was there, or was the beater not shared? I know you can't mind read, obviously.
No, but before they started climbing, they had observation time. So for sure they talked with one of another and they consider some stuff. Probably the first attempt he just went with his body feeling and it didn't feel right for him. Then second attempt maybe he forgot. We cannot really know what's going on in their head. But for sure he was aware of it if they planned it. Because Chon immediately went for this beta and they are teammates. For sure they discussed the betas for the boulders.
I'm just surprised Do-hyeon didn't try it earlier, And maybe the head in the hands was, oh yes, there was a mantle, I forgot about that. I mean, we're guessing here, obviously. 2 minutes on the clock, the DJ hyping up Chon here.
I wonder if the route setter is seeing Chon now, like kind of skipping the beautiful move that they wanted and going for the top hold, if they are like excited to have a top or a bit disappointed of skipping the move. Let's see if he could do it. Maybe it's not possible.
It certainly took a lot of energy, and he grabbed that elbow as well, so it's a powerful, painful move for him. I love that shadow on the wall as well, the crowd behind him, it's so exciting. And listen to this crowd, they're literally chanting his name out there, and he appreciates it. I'm trying to send energy through my TV screen at him. Come on, John. Left foot on.
Let's go. And you see the struggle with the first move. That's interesting.
Harder than it looks, I think.
Come on, we all now hold our energies for Chon to top this boulder. We really want to see this guy topping in his home crowd, in front of his home crowd.
It's so special. 1 minute left. Has he got anything left in his arms?
He has it. Let's go.
He's going to do that same jump again. Right. Drags the foot. He's set.
He's gonna do it. Let's go. Come on, Chon. Come on, Chon.
No. If he had been fresher, I think it would have gone.
Yeah, could be, but also super awkward position to do it like this.
Yeah.
He's not gonna go for another attempt. He's just accepting the situation the way it is. Maybe his elbow is really painful.
And he's not doing lead either. So this is, you know.
Yeah,
Well,
that was the last boulder for
I
this
know.
season, huh?
And maybe for a while. We just don't know. But if it is goodbye, I hope it's not. But what a legend he is.
Immediately his teammate is going to him. That's so nice to see the vibe between the athletes in the end of the fight.
Isn't it?
Yeah, but maybe he have a problem with his elbow now.
It was on that move when he jumped up on the first time that he held it. I think we might see a replay of it in a minute. And there, I mean, that's elbow as well, catching yourself.
Yes, going so high and catching.
What a final it's been. A heel in. This was the move, kicking with the left foot, trying to gain some height, firing up. And that, yeah, I mean...
Wow, that was very close there. The first attempt of wow, super close.
And look, he grabbed that elbow